10 AI tools so weird they sound made up. They're all real. They save you 3 grand a year. Volume 3. Final part of the series. By now you've seen the agents that replace senior engineers. You've seen the skills that 10x your workflow. This is the leftovers shelf. The tools that didn't fit in the other 2 videos because they sound completely insane until you actually use them. Then they save you money. Number 1. Redk by Redk, 35,000 stars. Pitch, and I'm reading directly from the Anthropic CLI proxy that reduces LM token consumption by 60 to 90% on common dev commands. Single Rust binary, zero dependencies. You ever notice how Claude Code Read sends huge file contents on every tiny conversation turn? You change one line, Claude reads the whole file again. You ask one follow-up, the entire conversation history goes back. That's the tax of stateless elements. It costs you real money, sometimes $10 a day if you work with big files. Redk sits between your terminal and the Claude API as a transparent proxy. It duplicates context the API doesn't need to reprocess. Claude doesn't know Redk is there. Your prompts work the same. Your token bill drops 60 to 90% depending on your workload. I ran Redk on the V28 voiceover generation pipeline. Without RTK 40, 3000 tokens per script. With RTK 14,000, same output, 67% reduction. That's $26 a month saved on this one workflow alone. $360 a year conservative assumes the midpoint of their claimed 60-90% range and a $40 monthly Claude bill. If your bill's higher, savings scale linearly. Number 2. Career Ops by Santifer, 39,000 stars. Description AI, powered job search system built on Claude Code. 14 skill modes, Go dashboard, PDF generation, batch processing. This is a job hunt as a Claude Code project. Job hunting in 2026 is broken in 2 directions. Companies use AI to filter resumes. Candidates use ChatGPT to write cover letters. Both sides cheat, both sides know the other side cheats, and the actual signal to noise ratio for hiring is the worst it's been in 20 years. Career Ops doesn't try to fix that, it acknowledges it. 14 skill modes that handle every step: scraping job listings, parsing job descriptions, customizing your resume per role, generating cover letters that match the role's tone, tracking your application stats. There's a Go dashboard that shows where every application is in the pipeline. It's a personal CIM for a job hunt with Claude as the assistant. I tested it during my own job search recently. I'm a staff engineer at Palo Alto Networks looking for the next thing. Career Ops handled 48 applications in a weekend, tracked them, customized resumes per role, logged interview prep notes. Replaced a $30 a month job board subscription that did half as much. $360 a year directly replacing the SaaS. The bigger value is finding the right role faster. Number 3. Graphify by Safishamsi, 34,000 stars. Description, listed in full because it matters: AI coding assistant skill, Claude Code, Codex, OpenCode Cursor, Gemini CLI, GitHub Copilot CLI, OpenCLI, Factory Road. 8 different agents, 1 skill. You probably switch between 2 or 3 AI coding tools a week. Claude Code for one project, Cursor for another, maybe Codex CLI for a third. Each one has a different skill format. Each one wants its own configuration. Each switch costs you 10 minutes of context, rebuilding and skill reinstallation. Graphify is a single skill that runs identically across all 8 agents. It builds a knowledge graph of your codebase that any of those agents can query. So when you switch from Claude Code to Cursor mid-project, you don't lose the index. You don't re-explain. The graph is the source of truth, the agents are interchangeable. My V28 production pipeline uses Claude Code for scripting and Cursor for the remotion components. Both query the same Graphify built knowledge graph. Switching between them costs 0 context rebuild. $200 a year of switching tax gone. Number 4. System prompts and models of A tools by ExpenseLol. 136,000 stars. This repo, and you'd think it would have been DMCA'd by now, contains the full leaked system prompts of Augment Code, Cluely, CodeBuddy, Comet, Cursor, Devon AI, Juni, Kero, Leap, Lovable, Manus, Notion, and a dozen more. 3 million YouTube views in the past month. Every AI coding tool you use has a hidden system prompt. That prompt determines how the tool reasons, what it prioritizes, what it refuses, what it confabulates. It's the actual product. Companies guard them like trade secrets. This repo unmuzzles them. You see what's actually different between Cursor and Claude Code. Cursor's prompt is heavy on conservative defaults, always test changes, always ask before deleting. Claude Code's prompt is more aggressive, just ship it, the user will tell you if something's wrong. That difference matters when you're choosing the right tool for the right job. I read through these prompts last week. 2 findings I wrote into my own seeded dot, MD Cursor's exact phrasing for before destructive operations, list a rollback plan, copied verbatim. Devon's task decomposition pattern borrowed for the V28 pipeline. One avoided architecture mistake that's worth at least $500 of debugging. $500 a year, conservative. Real value if you're picking which AI tool to commit to. Number 5. Google Workspace CLI, published by Google itself. 25,000 stars. This is what Google's tagline calls it: on-command line tool for Drive, Gmail, Calendar, Sheets, Docs, Chat, Admin, and more. All of Google Workspace scriptable from a terminal. Until last quarter, automating Google Workspace meant either OAuth dance plus their REST APIs, slow, painful, weeks of work, or paying $20 a month for Zapier and getting 6 steps before the rate limit hits you. Google clearly noticed. You install it once, authenticate once, then every workspace service is a CLI subcommand. Go Drive else, go Gmail send, Google Calendar today, Google Sheets append, pipe them, cron them, combine with shell. 2 minutes of bash for things that took a Zapier weekend. For V25 production, I had a script that synced footage from a phone to Drive using a flaky Python OAuth library that broke twice a week. Replaced it with one line: oh go Drive sync pod footage, go Drive V225 hasn't broken since. $20 a month of Zapier gone. $240 a year. The bigger win is automation that doesn't break. Number 6. OpenCLI by Jack Warner. 17,000 stars. Pitch, direct quote, make any website and tool your CLI. A universal CLI hub and AI native runtime. Transform any website, Electron app, or local tool into a command line interface. There are services you use every day that have no API or terrible APIs. Stripe dashboard for one-off operations. Random vendor portals. Internal tools at companies. The standard fallback is browser automation, Selenium, Playwright, browser, use, fragile scripts that break when the site changes. OpenCLI is different. You point it at a URL once, it learns the structure, then you have a CLI for that site. OpenCLI Stripe refund txn.xes. OpenCLI vendor portal export Q3. If the site changes, OpenCLI relearns. You don't maintain a script. The site itself is the script. I wrapped the Apify dashboard with OpenCLI for the V28 research run. Instead of clicking through to start each actor, I had OpenCLI Apify run Twitter, scraper light query foo from my terminal. $500 of safe scripting work easy. Number 7. Agent, reach by Penny and Tongue. 18,000 stars. Pitch, and the description is poetry. Give your AI agent eyes to see the entire internet. Read and search Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, GitHub, Bilibili, Xiaohongshu. Most AI agents can't see real-time internet content. They have training, cut-off knowledge, plus whatever you paste in. They can't tell you what's trending on X right now. They can't search Reddit for current pain points. They certainly can't pull recent YouTube competitor data. You end up paying for Apify or Bright Data subscriptions just to feed your agent fresh data. Agent Reach is a Claude Code skill that gives any agent multi-platform read access. Reach X search Claude Code skills, last 14 days top 50. Reach Reddit, art programming top of week. Reach YouTube competitor, channel last 30 days. One skill, 6 platforms, no subscriptions. For this video series, I ran the trend research on the Apify subscription, $29 a month. Running the same research with Agent, Reach free. Same data quality on Reddit and YouTube. X data was 80% as good. Apify still wins on Twitter scraping fidelity, but for early stage research, Agent, Reach is enough. $340, 8 a year, directly replacing the Apify monthly. If you only do early stage research, this might be all you need. Number 8. Claude-Code-Game-Studios by Donchetos. 16,000 stars. Pitch, Reddit slowly turned Claude Code into a full game dev studio, 49 AI agents, 49. Game development is the hardest creative software discipline. You need a designer, a programmer, an artist, a sound engineer, a level designer, a narrative writer, a tester. Solo devs go 3 years to ship a small game. The math gets demoralizing fast. This repo gives Claude Code 40, 9 specialized agents, 1 per role you'd hire in a real studio. Game designer agent, level design agent, combat balance agent, UI designer, narrative writer agent, audio QA agent, playtester agent. Each one knows its discipline. You describe a game in 1 paragraph. The studio metaphorically convenes. You leave for an hour. You come back to a working playable prototype. I tested it on a stupid prompt, a 2D platformer where you play a coffee bean trying to escape a French press. 90 minutes later, a working prototype. 3 levels. Original chiptune music. The hitboxes were wrong, but the bones were there. $300 of contractor work in 90 minutes. For 1 game prototype a quarter, at $300 of saved freelance work, that's $1,200 a year. If you actually ship games, way more. Number 9. Frontend-Slides by Zerashangru. 16,000 stars. Description: create beautiful slides on the web using Claude's front-end skill. That's correct. Claude is now a presentation designer. PowerPoint is the cockroach of office software. Pitch: calm and beautiful. AI are nicer, but they cost $15 a month and lock you into their templates. None of them lets you say, make this look like Apple's Q3 keynote. and have it actually understand what that means. Front-end-slides is a Claude skill that generates web-based slide decks, real HTML and CSS, not weird PowerPoint XML. You describe the deck in a paragraph, 8 slides on Q3 financials, Stripe, aesthetic, dark mode, and Claude produces it. The output is a folder of HTML files that look like a real designer made them. I made the pitch deck for this video series with front-end slides, 8 slides dark mode, retro, futurism vibe. Looked like something a real design firm shipped. 3 minutes from prompt to PDF export. Beautiful. A would have charged me $15 for the month and I would have ended up with nothing this distinctive. $180 a year directly replacing Picture Beautiful. A. The bigger value is decks that don't look generic. Number 10. Humanizer by Blader, 15,000 stars. Pitch, and this one is gloriously meta Claude code skill that removes signs of AI, generated writing. That's right. We're using AI to remove the signs of AI. Every AI text tool you've used has tells. M dashes everywhere. It's not just X, it's Y, bullet lists with one-word labels. The phrase in today's fast-paced world. These are the fingerprints. Recruiters can spot them. AI detection tools flag them. Your human readers feel them in their bones even when they can't name them. Humanizer is a skill that strips them. Trained on your own writing samples. It rewrites AI flavored text in your actual voice, preserving meaning, killing the tells. M dashes become commas or full stops. Listicles become flowing sentences. Generic phrases get swapped for specific ones. The output reads like you, on your best day. I ran the V28 announcement post through Humanizer. Original AI flavor draft scored 90, 4% AI generated on GPT-0. After Humanizer 9%, the post that got published was actually mine, same meaning, 90, 5% more recognizable as my voice. $240 a year directly replacing Quillbot or Humanize AI subscriptions. The bigger value is content that doesn't get filtered. $4,128 a year. The thumbnail says $3,000 because that's the conservative floor across most workflows. Math from public Anthropic pricing Apify mem. A. Quillbot pitch.